Hello Year 5, I hope you're all doing well. Welcome to your Introduction to Maths for Week 3 video. And I want to start with just a few general messages. The first one is this. Obviously you get this video from me on a Monday where I talk you through the week ahead. But then every day within the work that I'm setting you, there are always video links alongside the written information, and I'd really encourage you to watch these, to read the information carefully, because that's going to be what will help you to accomplish the tasks. It replaces those moments in the lesson where normally we're talking together, we're looking at something on the screen together. So I really would encourage you, please use the video links that I'm putting for you each day. You can go back and re-watch them, refer to them if you get stuck at any point during the tasks. The second thing I want to just really get over to you this week is that all I'm expecting is for you to try your best. I understand that it's much harder learning at home than it is to be in a class with the teacher with you, so I just want you to give it your best shot. Look at the information I've given you, have a go at the tasks, but if you get stuck on something, just leave it out. Okay, I always try to give a combination of different tasks. Some of them will be easier, some of them will be more tricky. Just have a go, and if you really get stuck, then just leave it. Because, as it says here on the board, I really don't want you to worry about anything. Once we're back in school, we'll have the chance to go back over anything that we were stuck on, look at any mistakes and misconceptions. So it's really about you looking at the maths each day, giving it a go and just doing your best. But please don't worry if there is stuff in there that you find tricky. Just to talk you through this week, so on Monday, as every week, we're going to start with our Back to Basics arithmetic, where you have the chance to practice those mental and written methods. And then this week, we're continuing to think about fractions. We're starting with adding mixed numbers, so moving on from last week when you were adding and subtracting fractions, we're going to be adding mixed numbers and then using that on Wednesday to solve a bit more of an extended puzzle, an extended challenge. And then we're going to be thinking about how we multiply a fraction by a whole number, and again applying that on Friday in some word problems. So we're trying to follow that pattern that we're used to, where we learn a skill and then we apply it in a different context to try to solve some problems. Now I just wanted to take a moment to remind you of one particular skill that you are going to need a lot this week, and that's when we're changing an improper fraction into a mixed number. So remember, an improper fraction is where the numerator is greater than the denominator, so it represents more than one whole. So for example, where we have 8/3, if we want to change it into a mixed number, we know that 3/3 makes one whole. So we're asking ourselves, if we've got 8/3, how many lots of 3 is that? What's 8 divided by 3? And we can see that we can get 2 lots of 3. So we have two whole ones, and then we would have 2/3 left over. So as a mixed number, 8/3 would be the same as 2 and 2/3. If we look at another example, we've got 21/10, 21/10. So in this case, each whole is represented by 10 equal parts. So how many lots of 10 can we get from 21? Well, again, we can get 2 lots of 10, so we have 2 wholes. We would have one of those tenths left over, so our final answer would be 2 and 1/10. And there is a lot of your activities this week where you are going to be required at some point in the activity to change an improper fraction into a mixed number. So I just wanted to remind you of that today. And finally, remember, if any day you get stuck and you've kind of given up on the activity, or you get through it really quickly and you've got time to spare, there's always Mathletics. You've got your log-ons. Go particularly to the fractions section this week, and you can try any of those activities there, because they will all help to reinforce the work that you've been doing since you've been working at home. Okay, so well done for everything you've done. Keep it up, and I will speak to you in week 4.